Do you ever wonder what shows look like without all those mind-boggling special effects? Superman and Lois is the latest 2021 show about the superhero that we can't ever seem to get enough of. We've seen this character over and over again, soaring through the clouds in countless blockbuster movies and even hit series. But with special effects getting better every year, Superman and Lois might be the coolest Superman series yet. In today's video, we're going to be showing you what this ever-popular series does look like without CGI or special effects, so you can really understand the power of the latest technologies and graphics in bringing this amazing character to life. But before we get into it, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hitting the post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. First up, what is Superman and Lois about? The name says it all, ladies and gentlemen. Superman and Lois is a love story about Superman and his gal Lois. If you've ever been living under a rock, let us drag you screaming into the 21st century. Superman is literally about a guy who's superior to the rest of us due to the fact that he's got incredible powers. But wait, hold on. Our Superman does have one weakness, and a fatal one. That is kryptonite. But apart from that, this amazing man, or rather, alien, can fly through the sky, shoot lasers out of his eyes, and has strength beyond anything that exists in our own universe. Those are pretty impressive powers, aren't they? So, what makes this show different from Smallville or really any other version of Superman? For starters, the show Superman and Lois takes one more turn to try and spice things up. These two Smallville celebrities are no longer teenagers, but rather the proud parents of two teenage boys themselves. I guess even Superman and Lois have to grow up sometime too. Even comic strip superheroes have to go with the flow. The American superhero drama television series is, of course, based on the DC Comics characters Superman and Lois Lane. The producers are Todd Helbing and Greg Berlanti. The project began in October 2019, filming a year later in 2020, and will finally conclude in June 2021. The show premiered in February 2021, and the first season consists of 15 episodes. Superman and Lois is so popular that the show is already being renewed for a second season. Superman and Lois is set in the Arrowverse. In other words, it's part of the same CW TV franchise. The story is centered around Clark Kent, aka Superman, his wife Lois Lane, and their two teenage sons. Having the world and raising two teenage kids at the same time cannot be easy. It's hard enough to raise two kids, but it's definitely loads of fun for us to watch. The cast. There's certainly nothing better than a good cast to grace our screens. The ever-handsome Superman is played by Tyler Hoechlin. This hunky 33-year-old actor has also starred as Martin Brewer in The Seventh Heaven and as Derek Hale in Teen Wolf. Pretty good resume for a 33-year-old, don't you think? This is not the first time Tyler is playing Superman. Superman and Lois is actually a spin-off of Supergirl, where we have seen Hoechlin play Superman before. Now he gets his own show, and why not? He's certainly got good looks and is charismatic enough to play the role. So, what do we know about his character Superman? Well, of course, he wears a costume, his blue t-shirt and matching blue tights, and nicely tucked into his big red underpants as usual, and he saves the world as expected on a very regular basis. In the beginning of the series, Superman continues to disguise himself as a geek, calling himself Clark Kent after his alter ego Superman always does, sporting a pair of glasses that miraculously hides who he truly is from his own two sons. They can't be too bright, can they? Clark continues to keep this big secret from his sons, but for how long? How will these two unobservant teenagers react once they find out the truth about their dad? And will the two kids blame Superman for deceiving them? Or will they blame themselves for being so dumb that they couldn't even recognize their own dad? Surely the coin will drop sometime, and surely you can't share breakfast for years with your own parents without even learning a little bit about who they are. The lovely Lois Lane is played by Elizabeth Tulloch. Elizabeth has acted in numerous films and television series, and is well known for her role as Juliet Silverton or Eve in the NBC drama Grimm. In Superman and Lois, she's playing a journalist who is working at the Daily Planet. She's also a mom of two who has to do her best to keep the family's big secret. Yes, being the most famous journalist in the United States and the world, Lois does know who she's in fact married to. That's a relief, isn't it? If she couldn't guess who Superman is, who could? Jordan Elsass is playing Jonathan Kent. Jonathan is the kind and modest son of Clark and Lois. Does his name ring a bell? Absolutely. He's named after Clark's adoptive father, Jonathan Kent. This is quite a fit as he's kind and caring like his grandpa. Then, there is the irrespective Jordan Kent played by Alex Garfin. Jordan is the other son of Lois and Clark. He's named after Jor-El, who is Clark's biological father. Jordan suffers from social anxiety and prefers to be left alone with his video games. Jordan has neurotic tendencies and is unable to recognize his father even though he shares a house with him. But at least he has superpowers like his dad. We don't yet get to see the full extent of his powers as these talents are only presented in small bursts. Then we have Eric Valdez, who is playing Kyle Cushing. Kyle is Lana's husband and the fire chief of Smallville. He isn't exactly the happiest chap and is quite bitter to be living in a small town where, well, nothing goes on. He misses living in big cities, hates the press, and is pro-big business. Indy Navarrete plays Sarah Cushing. She is Kyle and Lana's wild teenage daughter, and early on, she becomes friends with the Kent boys, but most of all, with Jordan, in spite of, or maybe perhaps because of, his intense insecurities about himself. Or perhaps she's at least can recognize a superhero when she meets one. Captain Luther is played by actor Will Parks. He's a mysterious guy in from an unidentified parallel Earth. He's Superman's biggest enemy, of course, and yes, he does know who Superman is. Then there's Adam Ainer, who plays Morgan Edge. He's an intelligent, eloquent, and impassioned self-made mogul. Dylan Walsh appears as Samuel Lane, and Samuel is Lois's father and a grandpa. He's a workaholic, an army general who doesn't take no nonsense for anyone, and his job is to keep America safe from all threats and enemies, and at least he's immune to kryptonite. Lastly, Emmanuel Cheriki is playing Lana Lane Cushing, and she's an old friend of Clark Kent and the loan officer at Smallville Bank, a very useful person to have on your side. The big screen. Most shows that we watch use green screens nowadays. Haven't you ever wondered why a green screen is green? Like, why isn't it orange or blue? If you ever watch any kind of action film or adventure movie, you gotta know that a green screen is being used. Green screen composting, or chroma keying, is the technique that is used to make fake things look real. Larry Butler used it in the 1940 film Thief of Baghdad. This film ended up winning the Oscar for Best Special Effects. But did you know that the screen didn't used to be green? It actually used to be blue with chroma keying. So why did it turn green? Well, it's simple. It's because people are not green. So the rest of the colors have to be a different color than the green screen. This bright green color is used in order to contrast with everything that's not green. So how is the green screen used? Well, normally actors stand in front of the green screen. The directors and producers then use the film that the actors are replaced in the green screen background with and the background that they choose. There's really no limit to what these pros can do. The CGI in Superman and Lois just blows our minds. The CGI in Superman and Lois. To be honest, superheroes look really silly without a green screen to complete the illusion. Flying really looks like actors hanging from ropes and waving their hands around ridiculously. Even handsome 33-year-old actor Tyler Hoechlin, playing Superman himself, couldn't pull it off without a green screen. In this series, we can see disasters breaking out in every direction. Kryptonite knife blading being shoved deep into Superman's muscular chest, heavy logs crashing down on teenage heads, and Superman hurling through the clouds to save us from all certain death. It's the green screen that has made all these amazing illusions possible. By the way, the producers of the super atmospheric medieval thriller, The Witcher, are involved in the next series of the Superman and Lois. So we can expect the special effects to be even better. Where are they filming the show? Just like many other shows, Superman and Lois is being filmed in British Columbia, Canada. The story itself plays off of the fictional town of Smallville, Kansas. Other CW TV shows like Batwoman, Riverdale, and Wynonna Earp are all filmed in British Columbia. Makes sense because this place has been chosen due to the fact that it's beyond stunning. Beautiful mountains, peaceful green valleys and forest, log cabins, and sparkling rivers grace each episode of Superman and Lois. Please don't miss it. It just so happens that the creator of the show were looking for beautiful sceneries, and British Columbia is where it ended up getting filmed. Because the natural beauty of British Columbia has much pristine beaches, gorgeous places in British Columbia that attracts millions of visitors to British Columbia, and we can understand why. Superman and Lois gives us this unique opportunity to visit this natural paradise, and the special effects bring us the most beloved characters and plot to life. What else could we ask for? That's it for today, and if you haven't done so, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit the post notification bell so you never miss another update from us.